Could you everybody, Coach Rab here and jumping on to give you a July update. I haven't done one of these updates for quite a few months. Usually when you don't hear from me for a while, it's because I'm busy working on something. And the last 3 months we had the Summer Ready program running, and I was also developing another beginners program, which I'll discuss just in a moment. So the Summer Ready program ran and it was absolutely fantastic. It's now finished. So I'm like, whoa, I can breathe, get some free time again. So I'll jump on, make a quick video, and this will go to Facebook and YouTube. So any links or things on YouTube will be in the description. Facebook, I'll put the links below in the comments. So update wise, as some of you may know, my buddy Liam and I have another business known as Moral Tribe Retreats. You can find them on Facebook and Instagram, and there's also a page on my website. Now, we host exercise retreats. My buddy Liam does the yoga, and I do the exercise and Pilates and mindfulness portion of it. And we host retreats here in Scotland at Loch Lomond. So last year was a great success. That was the first one, and we fine-tuned it for this year coming. So this year's one, which is the end of August, is sold out. Woohoo! But it comes in, 5 weeks' time. So we're really excited about that. We're going to be making more content on the lead up to that. It's really challenging when you've got multiple businesses, a lot of moving parts, trying to make different content to advertise and showcase and all this good stuff. But Liam and I had a chat the other day, and we were like, you know what, we just like getting out and about and having a bit of fun. And because we've both got families, it's like, well, we're going to aim to do it once a month at least. Get out and about, showcase Scotland, and then what we'll do is we'll put little yoga and Pilates routines, little micro ones, like 5 to 7 minute routines into the videos as well, to give you a bit of value and a bit of content in there too, all the while showcasing Scotland and reminding people that we have retreats. So this August 29th is the next retreat, which is sold out, but we've also got end of August in 2026, and that still has space. So again, if that's something you've been thinking about, if you've ever thought about vacation in Scotland and you think, you know what, I'll come and see Coach Rab and Liam and do some Pilates and yoga and have a great mindful time at Loch Lomond, then hit us up and we'll get you sorted. There's still space on the 2026 retreat. So yes, we'll be dialing in for 2025. So what that will mean on my pages is I'll be sharing any of the adventures I do with him on the build up to that and over that period of time. So you'll probably see some videos of us at Loch Lomond, and we're going to go to the Kelpies and a bunch of other kind of Scottish landmarks in Glencoe and all that, just to kind of do some Pilates and yoga with awesome backdrops. So that's exciting. Coaching wise, my coaching roster is full at the moment. That's why I've not really been shouting about it typically. So the clients are all working towards their goals. I was running the Summer Ready program, and it finished up, it was either last week or the week before. And then I don't know if I'm going to run another program this year. I'll wait and see yet. The reason is they do take quite a lot of time, and I've been deliberately in recent years, or certainly this year specifically, keeping the numbers lower on the groups. I can really focus on individual. I'm trying to tailor each course to the people that are on it. And that's what I did with the Summer Ready. Everybody had a slightly different goal for their Summer Ready self. And some people had strength goals, pull-up goals, hiking goals, all sorts, weight loss goals, mindfulness. So it was about adapting each of the lessons to fit. So it was very successful, and I really enjoyed it. And that's the key thing. If you enjoy what you're doing, it's great. But it does take a lot of energy. You're like, woof. So I'm not sure if I'm going to run any more programs in 2025. We'll see. On the tail end of that, one of the key things I've been focusing on this year is my live classes. So I've got my CTS membership, which is the core training system. It started off as 1 class, then we built it up to 2. It's now 3 classes a week. There's a kettle blast class on Mondays. That's been very popular. Good turnout for that. The good thing is the kettle blast is 30 minutes. It's like boom, job done. You know, so you can show up. You don't have to think. I just tell you what to do. And we typically warm up, and then there's 3 exercise portions, we target different body parts all the time. Cool down, stretch, and off you go. So that's been really popular. Wednesday is my Pilates base routine, where we throw in some Pilates exercises with stretching, and sometimes we challenge the legs and different muscle groups in that workout too. And then the Saturday, which I had earlier on today, was what the whole membership started with, which is the core stability class. Now, I've always loved teaching core stability. That's basically a big exercise ball or Swiss ball or Pilates ball or birthing ball, whatever you want to call it, the big inflatable ball. We do a class using those, and it's been really popular. That particular class has been running for over a year now, which is really good. and that's on every Saturday too. Now, all those classes, whilst delivered live via Zoom, there's also a YouTube option which acts as a recording. So I've been focusing more on that, and it's a good way to kind of interact with people and help them in a live fashion. But one of the issues I had, and this is always the same with social media, is that, you know, I want to help people as much as I can. When I was trying to advertise those classes, I was trying to kneel on ball and do all this cool stuff. But you forget that in the mind of a beginner, they take one look at throwing a kettlebell around or balancing on a ball or diving across a ball in water or any of these things, and they think, I couldn't do that. And I was like, right. So I decided to make this beginners program. Now we're at the end of week 1. And again, I kept the numbers small. My goal with this year is keep the numbers small so I can tailor everything to the individual. And I did the same with the beginners program. And it's been absolutely brilliant. I love doing it. So week 1, we've had to do seated variations for a couple of people, shoulder issues, knee issues. But the key thing with the beginners program, and I might run one of these later the year, I'll see if there's a demand for it this year, but I'll definitely run one next year if not. But the key thing is that it was promoting the mindset of do what you can, right? Is that you come to an exercise class, if you just do what you can, you're going to win every single time. If you focus on what other people are doing or what you think the instructor wants you to do, you're just going to lose your confidence, your self-esteem will drop, and you'll probably quit. Whereas if you go in with the mindset, I'm going to do what I can, you'll do what you can, you'll feel good. And guess what? Your health will improve, your fitness will improve, you get stronger, fitter, faster, all that good stuff. And yeah, the people that stay the course then get the huge benefit from it. So we're week 1 into beginners program. It's been great turnout so far. Lots of questions, lots of adaptations. I don't think we've had any pickles yet, but with all things, and this is what I tried to sort of preach on the program, is that there might be exercises that you think, oh yeah, I could do that. And then when you go to do it, you're like, ooh, or something. And then all you do is you get alternatives. And that's the key thing I'm trying to preach throughout the program, is that find the alternative that suits you. So that if you're in any class, let's just say you can't do lunges, the obvious replacement is a squat. Now, if you can do squats and you were in any class, whether that was outside the gym or on holiday in a different country, and they start doing lunges and you're too afraid to say anything, you could just start doing squats and just say, my knee doesn't like it, I do squats instead. Very few instructors would be angry at that. They'll actually be like, great, good on you for just thinking on your feet and doing the alternative. Guess what? You're still working. You're still working. And throughout the routines as well, I always say to people, just change when I change. Sometimes I go fast with the reps. You don't have to worry about the reps. It's the same time under tension. I change when you change. I just get more reps in because I've done it more often, that's all. So they've been really, really popular, the live classes. And the beginners courses, I'm really, really enjoying that. So as I said, I might run another one. It's a 3-week program, and it's designed as a stepping stone to get you into the main classes. And so far, week 1, I split it into 3 different classes. So there's 3 classes part of it. I did movement, muscle, mobility. Kept it nice and simple. So the movement was low impact aerobics. So I gave harder options, but I demonstrated the medium ones. And I also, believe it or not, had seated options for that one too. The muscle work was your resistance training, getting all those muscles going. And then the mobility was Pilates and stretching. And we did a bit of relaxation in there too. So that has been really, really good. So if you are interested in taking part in live classes, then hit me up. It costs, well, the main price now is $12.99 a week. But historic people that have been in for a long time got it slightly cheaper because they came in at the beginning when it was just one class, so they get the benefit of the long-term, what do you call that? Long-term loyalty bonus, I guess. But for everybody else, it'll be $12.99. That's 3 live classes plus a library. All the classes are recorded, so you can always go back and repeat them. It also unlocks everything in my app for you. So if you're in my CTS membership, you also get access to all the other programs as well. So it's really good value. And other things, I have embarked on a chess project. So I got back into chess last year, and then I've gone on a bit of a quest trying to improve. And it's quite incredible because, some people are like, oh, chess, and I've always had that tactical itch that needs scratched. I used to always play strategy games on computers and all this kind of stuff. And in recent years, I just haven't found a game that's scratched that itch. And my dad taught me to play chess when I was younger. And I thought, oh, go back to playing chess. So I got back into it, and I'm slowly trying to get my rating up. And I made a YouTube channel for it. I'm gradually getting better. I am still learning, but I'm enjoying the process. And the great thing about it is my YouTube channel, which I just called the Kilted Chess Noob, because I'll go to chess events in my kilt, so why not? But the good thing is that channel has then encouraged a few other people to get into chess. I'm like, happy days. My goal with it was that, because I'm very much a learner or a noob, I'm going to make mistakes along the way, but it's just about leaving the ego at the door and just getting stuck in. So I'm trying to showcase my learning journey with it, mistakes and all. Now, if you're really good at chess or a higher level chess player, you look at this and you'll think, oh, Christ, of course you know this, of course you know that. But for a lot of people that have got to that level, they've played a lot of chess from their younger days right through. I took a 30-year break. So I want to appeal to people who have either never played before or, like me, know how the pieces move, haven't played since they were young, and now thought, right, quite fancy having a couple of games. Then hopefully my learning journey will give you stepping stones. Like, oh, I never thought of trying that. I never thought of doing this. There's puzzles, there's openings to learn, there's tactics, there's all this stuff. And if you just take your time with it, you build and you get better. And that's what I'm sort of showcasing there. Interestingly enough, my visual memory has vastly improved since doing chess. Like, huge. Like, I can just look at my calendar and then later on be out and about, and then somebody will say, oh, what's happening on whatever 29th of July? I'll say, oh, I know exactly what's happening. It's weird, and it's because, when you've been rehearsing and drilling certain moves and openings and that stuff, you start to memorize things. My memory is far better. And they do say, like a Sudoku or Sudoku, depending on how you pronounce it, it helps kind of stave off any sort of degenerative brain conditions. I definitely think chess helps too, 100%. I feel sharper, I feel more on the ball in general, my memory's better, and I'm able to visualize things. I'm weirdly able to visualize the board now in my head. If I was driving somewhere, I can visualize it in my head, obviously keeping eyes on the road. But yeah, strange enough, I can visualize it, and it's helping overall, everything. When I apply that to other things, I've noticed it most with calendar. Weirdly, it's practical application to my everyday life. Somebody says, on Monday the 15th, what date is on the Wednesday? And then normally I go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Where's right off the bat? Oh, the 17th. And they'll say, oh, what are you doing on it? And I know exactly what's on those days. So some people that would be like, oh, that's easy peasy. But normally for me, when I was so busy, it'd be quite tricky to think these things sometimes. But anyway, for me, I found it really, really good for the brain. And so I've made a YouTube channel, and I've got, I think I'm up to 66 subscribers. And one of the goals I always have is, so long as my views for each video clears the number of subscribers, I feel like I'm winning, which I think it all has. So thank you to everybody that has been following on that journey so far. I really appreciate it. And if you like, comment or share on that, really helps. And if you're interested, I will pop the link down below as well. So that's what have I covered so far? I've covered the Moral Tribe retreats. So we've got the retreat at the end of August we're dialing in for. And Liam and I will be meeting up probably at least every fortnight or once a month to showcase a bit of Scotland, do some adventure stuff, just have a bit of fun basically. I just finished the Summer Ready program. I don't think any major program will be this side of 2026, probably into 2027. Won't be the tail end of 2025, probably won't be till 2026, unless it's a beginner's program, because they're 3-week courses, and I'm really, really enjoying that. So if there's a demand for that, I'd probably run another one, no problem. That is the main updates. I think I've covered everything. So covered the retreat stuff, covered the chess one, which has been, as you can see, chessboard in the back there. Covered the live classes, they're going really well. Covered the beginners program. That's what I'm really, really enjoying the most at the moment, is the beginners, because that's not to say the people in the main classes I'm not enjoying. They actually did really well today. There's an exercise we do on the ball where we eventually learn to kneel on the ball, and we've been working on it for quite a few weeks, and there's quite a few people in the class now that can do it, and the ones that can't do it are so close to that they're going to do it very soon. So it makes me very, very proud. I do have another type of class that I'll be adding into the membership that's in the works. The issue I have is finding the right time slot for it. So the class that I'll be wanting to introduce will be a more movement-based class. I don't know when I'll be introducing it. I'm just thinking about it at the moment, because there's a movement class as part of the beginners program, and I really enjoyed teaching it. Actually, it was a really good class. And I want to develop a slightly harder version for the full membership. And of course, when I add classes to membership, it doesn't change the price or anything. But it's just finding the right time slots, so that, because at the moment, my time slots are Monday, 7 p.m, Greenwich Mean Time +1, Wednesdays, 3 p.m, and Saturdays, 1 p.m. So I've got different time slots, so that people across the world can at least make some of the classes live, and if not on recording. So we're trying to find the best slot. A movement-based class would be done best for people in the morning, probably when they get up, kind of like fasted cardio, if you like. So I'm trying to then look, because my lunchtime, give or take, is most people's morning in the US, which is where the majority of the members are. Not all the members, but the majority. So it's looking at if there's a day in the week that I can slot that in, because I'd love to be able to add in a fourth class that was cardio based. So that is in the works. So for you, if you're a CTS member already, your membership price won't change, don't panic, but there will be a fourth class coming at some point when I can either free up time or find the perfect slot for it. So that will be interesting there. All right, everybody, thank you as always. Like I say, I've usually when I go quiet, I'm working on things. I should have a bit more time over the next little while because all those programs have come to an end for now. So I'll be posting a bit more often, and I'll try and get some nice pictures when I'm out and about and showcase a bit of Scotland too. And as always, happy days.